What is up, everybody? It's Cobes here, and today I am back with a Fortnite video. In today's video, we're going over 10 different combinations with the level 65 Carbide. I've already done this with the level 80 Omega, so if you guys want to go check that out, it was uploaded yesterday. I can also link it in the description if you want to look there. But guys, I think the Carbide really doesn't stand out with his colors as much as Omega does. And I really do understand that from Fortnite's perspective, because this is a tier 1 skin. It's not a tier 100 skin like Omega, so the colors, they're noticeable, I guess, if you're looking at them, but if you're not really looking at them, I don't think they're noticeable, except for the front, and you can't really see the front in game. So I don't think they play a huge factor in this list, but they definitely play a small factor, and I try to find combinations for each one of these colors. That's why I think like blue fits the best with Carbide overall, just the color blue, which is his whole skin. But I added some greens, some yellows, and maybe this list would be a bit different if I could just do all blues, but I didn't want to do that. So make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications, guys. And tell me if you're excited for Season 5, which comes out in 9 days? Oh my god, guys. I thought it was like 12 days at this point, but it's 9 days. So I'll definitely be uploading a lot of end of season kind of videos, if you know what I mean. I did it for at the end of Season 3. I'll do it at the end of Season 5 as well. So let's get into our number 10 spot. I would say Carbide with green color goes decently well with Contagion. And if you guys didn't know, I'm always shit talking Contagion. I do not like this skin. I wish it was out of the game. Or I don't like the backbling, I'm sorry. I don't know honestly why I put it on this list, but I feel like out of every green colored back bling, this one fits the best. Even though we do have another couple green back bling on this list, or maybe just one more, I still think putting this one at the bottom, even though it goes the best together in my opinion, just the color scheme, I still don't like Contagion enough to put it higher up on this list. I really don't think I would ever use this, but if you do happen to like Contagion, I would say go try this one out. It's not a horrible combination, but this is probably the only time you'll ever see me put Contagion in a combination video that isn't the worst combinations. Moving on to our number 9 spot, I give it to Carbide green again, and I think these are the only 2 green colors I put on this list, and they're on the bottom because honestly the green just doesn't stand out enough for me to really put it any higher, and I like blue the most, so blue will definitely be on the top of this list. I'll just be honest. I gave it to the green Carbide with Raptor Satchel, and honestly, does it look better than with Contagion? I would say probably not for most people, but for me, I just can't put Contagion any higher than the number 10 spot. And the Raptor Satchel, it looks all right with him. I think Carbide has kind of a weird body setup, like his back, the back that connects to his shoulders way too high up, and it kind of makes any back bling he uses look a little bit odd, except for maybe our top 5, I think. So I try to look through every single different back bling I own, and it was difficult finding combinations, but Raptor Satchel, it looks all right. It kind of looks a little bit odd though, so I probably wouldn't use it, but I wanted to get some different green combinations on this list. Moving on to our number 8 spot, I gave it to the yellow Carbide with the Royale flags. And this is another one where it's like, I don't know, it definitely looks decent, but it's not my absolute favorite. And I think the color yellow with the Royale flags goes pretty well together. So for me, I think this combination is all right. And the Royale flags definitely go pretty well with any skin out there, in my opinion. And the color yellow and the Royale flags go together. So I thought I would just add this one on the list because when in doubt, just add a back bling that goes well with every skin, you know? I did not add the love wings though. I don't really like adding the love wings because honestly, that's just a combination that's going to work with every skin, so why add it? And same thing with the Iron Cage as well. I don't really add those on any combination videos unless, you know, I'm doing like my all-time favorite ones, because Iron Cage is my favorite back bling. Moving on to my number 7 spot, I give it to Carbide blue with the ominous orb. And I gave this one to Omega as well, but I honestly think it looks a little bit better with Carbide. Just a little bit better, maybe. I don't know exactly. but I still didn't want to put it super high up on this list because we already did it with Omega, but I do think this is a pretty good combination. The colors don't stand out as much as with Omega, and yeah, I guess I think it does go better with Omega because he has the color purple, and I think the color purple overall with the color black and the ominous orb, that's a pretty nice combination. But with Carbide, definitely not bad if you want to try it out. Moving on to our number 6 spot, we have the pink Carbide with the goodie bag. And honestly, this is kind of like a more funny combination to me because the goodie bag, I've said it before, I'll say it again, it's just not the prettiest. Well, maybe it's pretty, but it's not the best looking. Well, that doesn't really make sense. It's pretty because, you know, it's all girly and shit, but it's not the best looking backbling in this game, I would say. But you know what? I thought I would add it because I thought it was a pretty funny combination. It looks all right. And again, Carbide, you know, he's not the best with combinations, I would say. Moving on to my number 5 spot, I give it to the yellow Carbide with the Astro backbling. And the Astro backbling has a little bit of yellow, just a tiny bit of yellow. I'll make sure to post a short clip of each of the different combinations so you guys can check it out for yourself. But I think the white and blue color and then a little bit of yellow on the Carbide and on the backbling as well actually match up pretty well. I like the contrast. You know, white and blue, they go pretty well together in my opinion. Moving on to my number 4 spot, I gave it to the yellow Carbide again, and I feel like I have to put a couple cape designs on each of these videos because, you know, capes, they just look good in this game. I really do think so. But the yellow Carbide with the Venturion cape, if you want to use Ventura's cape, there really isn't much of a difference. I like Venturion's cape just a little bit more. I honestly don't know why exactly, but I just do. You know, maybe it's because I like Venturion more than Ventura. But I think this combination with the color yellow actually is a pretty good combination. Like we don't really see too many capes with this color. I don't think we'll see another cape with this color ever again. And Carbide with the color yellow, it's kind of a weird combination. I think maybe the pink color is the weirdest combination, and then green and blue kind of just match up pretty well together, but I still like blue the most. But if you want to use the Carbide color yellow, then use Venturion cape. Trust me guys, or Ventura cape, it doesn't really matter. They're both pretty good looking combinations in my book. Moving on to my number 3 spot, I gave it to the pink Carbide with a bright bag. And for me, this is kind of one of those Iron Cage or Lovewing picks. You know, it looks good, but maybe it's just because I like the backbling so much. Maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know exactly, but the color pink with the bright bag, which is basically just all pink, I think actually matches up pretty well together. So if you guys want to try this out, I know a lot of you out there have the bright bag. I think this is a decent combination. I mean, there are so many other great combinations with the bright bag. Or even if it doesn't work, I still think it looks pretty good on anything, or it looks silly, which I like. So the Carbide pink with the bright bag, definitely must use. At my number 2 spot, I give it to the blue Carbide with the off-world rig, and I think this is where we get into like really nice combinations. I think the top 2 are must try. Like, I don't think any of these other ones on the list are must use, but the top 2, you must try them out, guys. The off-world rig, it has a better color scheme with the Carbide than it does with the Visitor. So fuck it guys, this is now the Carbide's backbling. I don't care what you say, or the NumberOne is, but the cape design definitely looks good with the sort of superhero theme we went with in season 4. What do you guys think we'll see in season 5? I know everyone has their theories, but guys, I think in season 5, it's going to be something nobody knew about, and that's just my opinion. I think everyone has their themes in mind, history theme, alien theme, whatever it may be. I hope Fortnite goes completely different, and I think they will. They're going to surprise us all, and then I'm going to rub it in your face for not knowing, but sitting here arrogantly typing out on Twitter saying you know exactly what it's going to be. I'm done. All right, moving on to my number 1 spot. I gave it to the blue Carbide with the Mogul Master Skiing backbling. Guys, take a look at this. Wow. This is such a perfect color scheme. See, sometimes, I would say most of the time, the skiing backbling, they just don't work on skins. But when they work so amazingly well with the skin, whatever it may be. I think this one is one of the best combinations for Carbide, if not the absolute best. Off-road rig was close, but for me, I just think the color scheme for the skiing outfit or the skiing backbling definitely worked the best. So I want everyone to tell me what you think is the absolute best combination in this game for Carbide. What color is it? Is it blue? Is it pink? Is it green or yellow? What color are you using the most with him? Honestly, seeing him with the color pink or yellow, they really stand out when you actually see him, but not when you use him, if that makes any sense. I think it should. Like when you see him in game, but not when you're actually using him. So for me, I like all these different combinations a little bit, but my top 5 are definitely where they stand out a lot more. And I think Carbide looks best without a back bling, unless you have the top 2. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy. Drop a like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications, guys. I will see you later. Bye bye.